My name is April Lynn Reed. I'm 28 years old. I was born in Fullerton, California, and grew up in Orange County. I grew up in a house with two older brothers and two older sisters. I was involved in band and choir and color guard all through junior high and high school and on into college. I graduated last year from Pacific Christian College with my bachelor's in diversified general studies, which is just a confusing name for elementary education teaching. I live now in Orange with my mom, and I'm looking forward to a career working with the developmentally disabled.
My name is Brian David Brooks. I was born in 1963 in Niagara Falls, Canada, to Ralph and Dorothy Brooks, and their two sons and daughter, Richard, Peter, and Karen. We moved to Rochester, New York when I was 6 years old in 1969, and moved to Southern California when I was 10. And since that time, I have gone to junior high here, high school. I played in the band, and I've been the drum major of the band. After high school, I went to Cal State Fullerton and Fullerton College. I started working at Kaiser Permanente, and I've worked there for 10 years as the audiovisual specialist. And today, I get married to April Lynn Reed.
Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far, like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way, and forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Unforgettable in every way, and forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.
Brian remembers the high school times a lot better than I do. Basically, all I remember that he was kind of an arrogant teenage boy. But it was a few years after high school when we met up again that I kind of remember better.
April and I met in high school band at Valencia High School. And the first time I saw April, I looked across the room and thought, of all the freshman girls, I thought, that girl has incredible eyes. And the more I looked at her, the more interested I got. And I'm not really sure why. I didn't pursue it. She hung out with a different crowd than I did, and I was the drum major, and she always kind of approached it like I was, for some reason, egotistical or something like that. And then further on down the road, several years later, at a high school homecoming game, we met up with each other and had mutual friends, and we got to talking and discovered that we really did have a lot in common. And she was still even more beautiful than I remembered her in high school, and I asked her out, and we've dated off and on for about 5 years, and the off parts were really the growing parts. We would spend a lot of time on the phone and didn't have the pressure really of dating, and not until this last year have we really thought about pursuing anything more. There's always been an attraction there, and there's always been a friendship love, and that love has turned into more than that, and I really couldn't pinpoint when it did or why it did, but it's definitely there. And still, we're able to talk about anything, and we can talk about anything until 3 a.m., and she is my best friend, and I really enjoy spending time with her and being with her all the time.
My relationship with Brian has grown into a very strong relationship that's the best that I've ever had. I think it's most founded on God and communication between the two of us, and just constantly showing each other that we love each other and that we're there for each other and are going to stick around even through the really hard times.
She has direction where I don't, and she can be a good guide when I'm not. And there's been a couple times when I haven't been feeling up to par or exactly known where I am, and she's helped steer me in the right direction and put me back on track. And I think that comes from having the same goals in life, and also from having a lot of the same past and a lot of the same inspiration, and that being God and our relationship as Christians together.
Special smile, I promise you'll never leave me. Just you and me, simple and free. Life is so easy when you're beside me. Oh girl, come hold me close, yeah, never release me.
I'll bet if I had to guess what my friends were thinking today as I get married, the first thing they'd probably be thinking is, gosh, doesn't he look great in that tux? I think another thing that would be on my friend's mind is, what a relief. We've finally gotten him married, and not necessarily as a bad thing, but something along the lines of he found someone, and he found April.
Each of my different friends offers different things in our relationship. I think I have friends that I laugh with and friends that I talk with and friends that I listen to and friends that I unload on. I have friends that give me advice and friends that I give advice to. I think one of my best friends is my mom, which might sound kind of unusual, but it's definitely been a developing relationship over the years and has come to be very important to me in more than just a motherly advice role, but just to kind of hang out with her sometimes. And definitely my best friend would be Brian. He's the one who taught me how to say what I'm thinking and taught me that he'd listen if I said it and will be there no matter what.
I don't see the role of my friends changing at all after I get married, and increasing, actually. And our house being one of those houses where people are always welcome to come over and sit down and watch TV at any time. Maybe not like the first 2 months or so, but after that point, being a warm place, I want to always be there for my friends as they've been there for me through the years.
When you're down and troubled and you need a helping hand and nothing is going right, close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Oh yeah, babe, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer or fall, now all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud now. Soon I'll be knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running. Oh yes, I will see you again. Winter, spring, summer or fall, yeah. All you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, ain't it good to know that you've got a friend when people can be so cold? They'll hurt you and desert you Well, they'll take your soul if you let them. Oh yeah, but don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Oh, babe, don't you know about winter, spring, summer, or fall? Hey, now all you've got to do is call. Lord, I'll be there, yes, I will. No, you've got a friend. You've got a friend, yeah. Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Ain't it good to know you've got a friend? Oh yeah, yeah, you've got